Okay guys, let's look at some back takes from the seated open guard, and if that doesn't work, we're straight up chaining it, finishing with an armbar. Hi there guys, watching from all over the world, and especially that one very handsome blue belt from America. Guys, Tis is making his debut on the channel. We're going to show you just something nice, quick and light today. We hope we're going to show you some arm drags from the seated guard. Now, if you haven't seen, we did a video on the arm drag standing with Ward last time. I'll put a link here. You see the stand-up arm drags. Now, in the seated open guard, I really like to do this in the gi. We do the collar drag, but today we're no gi because I know you guys like that. So, my partner usually is using his hands to pass my guard. He's addressing my legs, he's addressing my guard. If his hands overreach into my upper body, yeah, we'll start attacking here and get upper body submissions or entries. Now, I have to be aware that I don't get my knees turned inwards and that I don't get supine. So I usually use this hand as long as possible to post, and I want to keep his pressure away, mostly by posting, disengaging, maybe attacking the neck here. Now I want to attack this arm for the arm drag. If his arm is nice and loose and controlling my legs, it's easy for me to reach and start going deep into the armpit, as you might have seen on the other arm drag video, and trying to get my partner across. If I just pull at the elbow, his arm will move. Now I really want to move my partner, so instead of grabbing the elbow, I go deep behind the armpit and pull my partner in. You see him moving all the way forward with a nice jerk on my arm. Also, combining that, I will use my foot on this side to attack the opposite leg, and as I pull him in, I extend him. So there's more of an extension. Just be a little bit aware that if your partner is good and you don't have this inside position, as I extend this leg, he might try and knee cut straight over with the right leg here. So just be a bit aware of that as you just lower your legs. Now from this position, if his elbows are really tight to his body, it's really hard to get into that arm drag position. Usually I'll just start attacking the head, because if he really keeps this in, I'll just start attacking the head or start working him off. The arms will come eventually, or instead of grabbing the wrist like this, I grab the hand, keep your elbows tight please, and instead of grabbing it, I'll kind of turn it open to create some space here. Maybe then I'll grab the elbow and push in, go for like a shoulder crunch or whatever, but let's just get to the next technique. Now my main objective, guys, is to get my partner's back. There's sweeps we can do from there, there's submissions we can do from the cross arm position. I think we have a video on some cross arm attacks, I'll show it up here, focusing on sweeps and arm bars. But the thing is, if it doesn't work, I didn't score anything. Now if I go for the back, and from there I cannot finish, at least I scored my points for the back take, and it's a great position, and I advance in the system. So in this case, I want to do the arm drag, set my partner. Now first off, one of the main things, and I see a lot of people messing up, is they kind of circle around. Or even worse yet, they themselves fall backwards, like a turtle on his shell, and they quit here. Now for me it's very hard to get up because I have no base, no momentum, and he will just sit back up and I will lose the back. Maybe I can then chain it into sweeps, yeah, because he doesn't have a post, sure. We covered that in a different video, but I want to get the back, guys. So how do I maintain that posture downwards? As I pull him in and push in, my chest goes towards his shoulder and I put pressure. My head will not be towards his legs unless I'm entering the truck or doing back entries there. I will cover this far side underhook or grab the wrist, and I will put my chest on his shoulder, face the way he's facing, and base my hand out to keep height and pressure. Now if he wants to pull the right arm back and pressure up, there's pressure on my chest. Yeah, it's hard to see it on camera, but he can feel it. If he now sits back up, I'm really heavy on him. As I get my hook in, now my first base is going to be this elbow, or even better yet, this hand, and I keep it out of reach of my partner. Now my second base, and it's hard to see, but I'm on my right hip now. Could you lift your arm, please? I'm on my right hip now, and my hook is deep. I will keep this hook here if I want to go for calf slice for the truck, but instead of the hip, I will go to the knee. So back to the position, look at my right knee popping out. So I have more base. I had one base, have my chest pressure, have the second base. Now in Disneyland, I can just get this second hook, but trust me, someone will defend it. It's really hard to get that hook, so I'll just get a seat belt to find another way to access his back. Maybe I will get in between the legs, flip him over, as he defends, start fixating hip, extending, get in with my back control and what so. Now, when you get the back, you will score the point. I'll just do a choke or anything, but that's not where this video ends. Now we're gonna chain it. Now one of the most common reactions is my partner, as I pull him to the left, he will start pressuring back to the right. It's a very common reaction. Just quickly go over that. If I pull my partner to the left and he goes back to the right, as I said, I will just keep pressure here, pull your right arm out. So the right arm is stuck in between my pressure, and now I can chain into arm bars on this side, yeah? Or as I showed, with my foot on the inside, I can go into this kind of flower sweep, or even with this butterfly hook, this sweep. Now another common reaction, if I pull him into that arm drag, he will face plant on the mat, as you see. Now one of the common reactions is someone goes down, they want to go back up. Now if he builds more height than I do, so I pull him down, I have more height, he starts pushing back for more height, it's really hard for me to catch the back again. So we're going to use this. Now it's hard for him to sit back up without using his arms. Now we're going to attack this arm. So let's switch sides so you can clearly see what's happening. as I arm drag, I'm gonna reach over like I'm trying to get the back, and I'm gonna base my elbow. He's pushing up, and I'm gonna grab this arm with my left arm all the way deep in the elbow. Now simultaneously, my left shin will slide over, and my knee goes down, back on his neck. So you can see my left foot is on the back side of his neck. I'm just basing my hand so you guys can see, but I'm gonna do it while sketching the arm. So, as I'm here, my leg is on the inside, because I got the inside position, and I will base here on my right arm and my forehead as I keep collecting this arm. Now if there's height, I can start attacking the arm bar here, belly down, put some pressure inwards. Now I want you guys to understand that the arm doesn't necessarily only break in the opposite direction that the elbow bends, but in all directions. So I need space. If he falls down on his chest, and I start arm barring now, there's not much space. Yeah, I can go all the way with a hollow back, but there's only so far I can reach. So there's two other ways we can create some space. I want to keep his pinky on my chest, and I can either fall on my right side and start bridging in forward, or I fall towards my left side, I keep his hand on my chest, and usually I like to grab it like this with the hand I initially had, and keep this hand a bit more free, and I'm gonna bridge that direction to finish off with the armbar. Now a problem occurs, I pull my partner to the mat. He builds up, I wanna go for the armbar. Next problem is, he's going to defend said armbar. So there's a few ways he can do that. He can grab his hands and try to curl back, but if I have a good extension, that's pretty hard. But he can also either roll out or cartwheel out. Let's address both. So as I enter this belly down armbar, boom, my knee cuts over, and I'm looking towards his feet in this occasion. My left shin is on his neck. Now one of the most common reactions you will see is people will roll out. I can try and delay him here or keep him here. Sometimes I even have this foot free, push off here a little bit to delay that, but I want to keep this nice and tight for the armbar and control the far side hip. As he starts rolling, if I keep the same leg configuration, make a roll please. If I keep the same leg configuration, my partner, I can finish the armbar here, no problem. But my partner can turn up over my shin and get a top position. Maybe I'm lucky, this leg is in, and he enters straight into a triangle, but still, I lost that armbar and I didn't want. If his arm is on the inside and he gets up now, there's not a triangle, and I'll lose everything. So how do we fix that? We're gonna do that mid-roll. As soon as my partner, let's go back please. As soon as my partner starts rolling, I'm gonna switch my leg configuration, guys. So instead of my right leg being over his chest and giving him all this space to come up, I'm gonna switch and put my left leg over his head, so his head doesn't come up. Let's show you. So I enter with the arm drag, boom. I go belly down, he starts rolling, I switch, and as he lands, we land in this configuration. Now if he tries to get his head back towards me, it's very hard. Even better yet, now my foot is in the armpit, it could also be over the arm, that doesn't matter. But better yet, my right foot, I'm gonna flex it behind his neck, like so. Now he's tight. Now if he wants to get back up, it's tight. I follow the direction of his elbow, whether it's that way or that way. I can control it, manipulate it, and then start attacking for the armbar here. Now if he wants to get back up, he's stuck. I can easily chain it into top positions, or if I really want to, if it feels like getting up, I chain my shin here, grab his head, finish off with his gogoplata, which I can do mounted, or when he comes back up, I do it from the bottom position. Now, I really don't want you to go into the gogoplata, see a different video of that. The armbar is way stronger. Once again, the back take is my main objective, guys, because I score points, and I think the strangle always beats the armbar. And belly down, you will lose a little bit of pressure. But it's a really nice armbar attempt there. Final one, if you have those big, strong guys like these, and they just try and curl the arm back and try to stack you. Now, my main objective is the back, guys. I'm attacking the back. Hop, hoop, I go in. This leg is low. It's going to be my hook, so it's still on the lower part of his body. As I feel him posturing up, sure, I'll dive to the arm. Now, instead of falling to his feet with my head, I will stay on the other side of his head. I will feel him curling back, because I have a good bit bite on the bicep, but he's curling his hands and trying to lock an S-grip. My right foot, so give a little bit of space, please. My right foot is going to weave in between his arm. You'll see it in a second. As he curls his hands, I will catch his head, and now I will grab my shin. Now, guys, this is very important. Look closely. I do not want to grab my foot just for the sake of grabbing my foot. There is no pressure on these here. Now, mind you, I'm doing this while there's pressure on him like this. My hand is going to go as close to his head as possible, and I'm going to imagine grabbing my knee. So instead of this, you feel this? You see all the space? I'm going to grab it here, like so. You feel this, Tees? I'm going to be in the side position. Neither am I going to close my triangle here, because I learned to put my foot there. You see all this space, guys. So my arm follows here. My leg goes at the same position. My knee is there. And then only my lower leg moves, pummels. You see all the space? I do not need to be underneath my partner. Watch this. That's just a really, really tight triangle. If you guys want to dive down the rabbit hole, there was a cool match recently in, I think, the IBJF Europeans, where someone did the same triangle, but from a way different setup. I have access here to the arm, which I can attack or wrist lock. Yeah, and it's harder for him to stack me now. If I want to go into this conventional triangle, I have to go all the way here, here, and now my partner can maybe stack or do. He's better at defending this as he is to this, and I'm already on the side. So let's see it again. Let's turn a bit more towards the camera. So you're back that way. Get a big back, please. Arm drag. Chain it into the armbar. I feel him curling. My foot weaves in. My right foot weaves in. If his arm is a lot to the left, right, yes, and there's no place for my foot, he will just fall backwards, you see? Because he has no base. So usually his hand is basing there. My foot weaves in. I turn towards him. I grab behind the neck. I go deep. There's tension behind the back of his head. There's tension on my knee. You see all the space of my leg that is free. So don't just grab here or here. Tight. Then my knee comes in. Then I pummel and I squeeze and get a very tight triangle. Let's keep it with that, guys. Otherwise the video will be too long. So arm drags to the back from the seated open guard. Be mindful of how you position yourself with grips. As you push in, try to take the back. Chest pressure, head positioning, underhook and back take. If he pushes up, no problem. We're into that spinning armbar. He rolls, leg configuration, follow up gogoplata. And finally, if he really curls, yeah, if he has that strong bicep, we're into that side triangle. Hope you guys liked it. See you next video. If you're still watching, you had a good time, be sure to check out our other videos. Subscribe so you get a notion when something else drops. Check out our Patreon or BJ Fanatics. And if you like our awesome gear, check out Energia Fightwear. See you in the next one. Oes. So that's it, right? Did we forget the cartwheel pass? Man, if you're still watching, this is going to be bonus content. So I addressed the guy rolling out of the armbar, right? But what if he cartwheels over? So look, I'm going to go with that same belly down motion. I'm going to look at the leg side, switch, he pushes up, I go into the armbar, boom, we're here, freeze. Now instead of my partner rolling, he will try to lock his hands, walk towards my head and cartwheel over, and ends up in this complete bullshit where I'm trapped. So we got to prevent that, right? If you're still watching, I hope you surprise someone with this. It's a good escape for this kind of armbar, but I have a counter. So first off, as I go, it is harder for him to do so if I stay on the head side. Now try to cartwheel over all the way. It's a bit harder, but if he goes, he go, yes, go. Now I'm also done for, yeah? I can no longer finish the armbar because the position of his elbow moves. So doesn't matter. Now to block it, that's why I also told you in the beginning, guys, I use this hand to attack the arm. I use this hand to base. Now I can also slow him down. As soon as the leg comes close to me, I will abandon the armbar, switch over, start attacking the inside position, either for a 50-50 heel hook, or if we stay here, I address it high. I hope you can still hear this, to attack the knee bar in this position and go from there. So where he defends his arm by bringing in his legs, sure, will not break the arm, will attack the legs. Yeah? Be aware of that cartwheel escape. If you're quick with the armbar, you'll just beat him to it fast enough. And if he does do it, chain it into a leg lock. Thanks for watching.